Okay, welcome, welcome. I am so excited. Are you ready to take your business online and virtual and make money now during these crazy times so you can live your life, earn more so you can give back more? Because I know so many of my viewers and so many of my friends and family, myself included, we want to help. So I am so excited that you are here. Don't touch that dial because my guest today, some of you may recognize her, is going to show you 2 easy steps how you can take your business online and virtual right now while we're in lockdown and in quarantine, that you can still have your business up and running. And it's not as difficult as you may be thinking. So welcome to Success Talk. This is the show that's all about success, and I'm your host, Aurea McGarry. And without any further ado, let me bring on this beautiful woman right next to me, none other than business owner, author, TV personality, the founder of Simple Fat Burn, and she is so much more than just that. Catherine Marshall, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you so much for having me on today, Aurea. What an honor. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I'm so excited you could be here. And I promise my audience, every time I have on a guest, we seem to match. This was not planned, but it's so cute.
It kind of is.
It's funny when that happens. Well, I am so excited, especially today, to have you on because I specifically asked you to come on during this quarantine time because so many of our entrepreneur and small business owner friends are wondering, now what do I do? My shop is closed. Nobody's buying retail things. What do I do? And you and I have always been talking to entrepreneurs and business owners how to take your intellectual property and turn it into a cash flow, either at events, workshops, but now online. So I want you to tell the viewers a few minutes about who you are and why they should listen to you right now. And then we're going to go right into the 2 fast, easy tips.
Okay, great. Well, I'm Catherine Marshall, and I have been working online for many, many years. I got thinking about the first time that I was working online that someone actually paid me for a service, and it had to have been about 8 or 10 years ago. But I not only have built a multiple 6-figure business working virtually and online, and virtually just means without boundaries.
I like that. I love that.
Yeah, and we got to break it down to the first easy step is without boundaries through courses, classes, sessions, and products. Now, I didn't start out having all these big classes and large groups and so forth. You start with the baby steps. But I'll tell you, it was years and years ago where I was a personal trainer and I was coaching people on nutrition to lose weight. And I used to do these challenges. And I got an email from someone who said, Catherine, I met you at the gym. You worked with me and I couldn't remember who she was. I'd been working with hundreds of people. But she said, could you help me online? And this was an older senior woman. So she was not tech savvy, but she could send an email. So we started emailing back and forth, and I said, yeah, I'm going to charge you some money. I think I charged her $100.
Key point there, people, listen, she charged you a little bit of money.
A little bit of money. This was my first time. And I said to her, I remember her name was Anita. And I said, Anita, it's not your workout. You're doing your workouts. You're there all the time, but let's clean up your diet. And we emailed back and forth, and she said, I can't believe it. I lost the 17 pounds. And I'll tell you, I still do not have a face to go with that first virtual client.
Aw.
I know.
But you remember her. You've never forgotten her. And I'm sure she's never forgotten you.
No, she will email once in a while just to keep up, and we'll go back and forth. But, she's not on social media. She's not going to get on a Zoom webinar. So, that was the first one.
So you're saying people don't have to be tech savvy to participate in virtual business, okay?
Exactly. Exactly. So the second person who, when I went to the next level, I had people coming to me looking to lose weight. And I said, gosh, I'm pretty sure I can help you. I just used my cell phone. Now we went from email to cell phone, and I was texting the nutrition, I was checking the food log, and I was having a phone session.
And they were paying you for that. Is that correct?
They paid me for a whole program. I'll tell you, that was Carly years ago. She lost 100 pounds in 8 months. So we were texting back and forth. We got on the phone once a month and actually had a conversation. So again, you don't need all of the fancy technology to sell something or make money virtually.
Well, you just did it on a cell phone. That is just so amazing that even before all of this technology, you were already doing it. You're like our pioneer with a cell phone. Did you ever meet her in person?
Oh gosh, yeah. Carly and I have worked together for years
Okay.
now. She's one of my Simple Fat Burn coaches.
But during that
Always,
time, were you meeting in person at all?
no, she was in Florida and I was in Atlanta.
Okay. So if
Yeah,
somebody's coming to us and they're watching now, and let's just say there's everything from realtors to chiropractors to we have a lot of people who are grief counselors or they're coaches or speakers. What's a couple of tips you can give them? Most of them are pretty tech savvy now. I mean, they could do a Zoom like we're doing now. It's so foreign as it was several years ago. So if you're
right.
going to give them just a couple of quick tips to help them do it, because I think most of the people out there that haven't done it yet are probably maybe a little afraid of it. So give them some encouragement.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would say start with your smallest product first. And
Hmm.
that's where we get really jumbled up. We go, should I go for the big dog program? Start with the easy card, the lowest hanging fruit. Just like I started with that simple emailing a simple nutrition program. So whatever is the thing that you know you can teach and get a result, or you know you can deliver and help someone.
Hmm.
If you've got a product, I know I just spoke with Regina of Regina's Farm Kitchen the other day, and she said, gosh, I mailed out 10 boxes of my jam yesterday.
Love that. That's
Now,
great.
who would think that people are buying Mother's Day gifts?
Of
They're
course.
buying Easter gifts.
Of course. And
So
that's what
start
should
with the
happen.
easy card first is my first tip, your lowest product, your lowest price. And
Okay.
then my next tip is going to be, come up with a price that you can viably charge. Remember, I charged just $100 for that first email program.
Right.
Charge a little bit less where you feel confident selling it, and go for something you can spit out the price. And you're not, I mean, you're going to be nervous if you've never done this before. Let's be honest.
Right.
Someone said the other day, how do I get the pit out of my stomach to say the price? I said, well, you don't. You get through it.
Feel the fear and do it anyway. The more you do it, the
Yeah,
less you'll fear it. So
right. And then here's my biggest tip of all, practice. Practice
absolutely.
offering. Practice
Hmm.
practice with yourself in the mirror. Practice
Hmm.
on a video on your phone.
Yep.
Practice with your cat or your dog. Practice
Yeah.
with your buddy, your
Yeah.
friend. So practice
Exactly.
it before you actually have to have that conversation.
Absolutely. And if you could even take if you don't have like jams or jellies or an actual retail product, I really love to let you and I, Catherine, we've got so many women in our network. We do what women want. We've got women that don't have a tangible product that they sell. They have their intellectual property, their
Right,
coaches,
right. They
their
have their
speakers.
expertise.
Exactly. And that can be sold right now. So
Oh gosh, yes.
I'd agree with you. Take a package that you normally sell when you speak on stage. So most of you that are watching that we know of, you already are selling something. And you might be thinking now with the quarantine that I can't get on stages. I can't meet people to sell my service, my coaching program, my book, whatever it is. You can now. All you have to do is do your speaking event virtually, like what we're doing right now, and get that out to your audience and then sell your product at the end. And the only little tip I have right now, just during the quarantine and being very price sensitive right now,
I
because
agree. I think
give
so
away
too.
for free anytime you can to just give of your knowledge and then have something that you can feed your family with too, that more low ticket item. But don't be afraid to give them a sale at the end of something low ticket, but give them free first, especially now, especially now.
I agree. I think you've really got to be a helper. I think we have to be a friend. I think we have
Hmm.
to be of service. I've had so many phone calls from people right now just figuring out, how do I do this virtually? Or they'll send me a video and, maybe it's an educational video and that would actually be a piece of a program, not
Hmm.
necessarily something that is promotional as well as really helping, for the market in their field right now. So I think you've got to serve, not sell on the
Hmm.
front end.
Exactly. Right on
And
the front end.
then you've got to make an appropriate offer given our circumstances, given your level of expertise. If you've
Hmm.
not been out there, selling high ticket sales, you don't go to high ticket sales right now. You start with something very low ticket.
And helping a lot of people for a little bit. Think of more of the Walmart mentality. Help a lot of people for a low ticket right now, because the whole world almost is going to be on that type of level right now where every penny counts. But they still need your help. They still need your service. Probably more now than ever. Like right now, I'm going to start teaching on how to do the Zoom calls, how to produce and direct your own virtual events and meetings, which everything from lighting to sets to what you say, how to be a speaker online and virtually, because now it's so needed. And I'm going to pour a lot of that out free, of course. But then if somebody does want, they're kind of itching to say, can I hire you? Yes, of course. And yes, I'm going to do a sliding scale right now, of course.
Right.
Because when the tide rises, all the boats rise. And I love that saying because it will come around to bless you later on. But you do, during this time, need to find ways to make money yourself. And this is a great way to do it. Your audience is on social media right now looking for good content. It won't be but another couple of days, I predict, they're going to be done binge watching every TV show they've ever wanted to make time for.
That
And
gets
now they're
old.
I know. And now they're going to be looking for, I really need to be fed mentally. I need to learn this, or I need to learn that. And they need to be able to find you. So sending out that email with your next video. I've been busier than ever, and we're getting virtual speaking events
I
right
have
now.
too. I actually had a record-breaking sales month last month, even with a number of people who said, hey, I can't pay you right now. And I think when those conversations come up, you say, how can I still serve you? I know you can't pay right now and you'll come back later. But I think just being super sensitive to those conversations and figuring out, I was so blessed when someone said, I can't pay you right now. I said, well, I want you to still reach out to me. And then she reached out to me with a question about something totally unrelated. I said, thank goodness she felt that comfortable.
I'm so glad. And please don't forget about everybody who's watching. This is a time, again, we did this in 2008, and it's time to do it again. And it's called bartering. But barter smart, because you don't want one person, getting ripped off, but really have a nice barter in place. Like, I know you do marketing and social media, and you do simple fat burn, have to lose weight. Barter, but make sure you still put that in writing so you both know what your deliverables are. So you're both happy with whatever the other one's offering, and barter, because that's the old-fashioned way of being beneficial and giving a value when there's not a lot of cash flow going.
Oh, I'll tell you, some of my barter relationships have been 10 years and just the most lovely, wonderful pieces of my business and have really become family to me. I know when I started out, I didn't have a lot of money, so I would barter someone to, help me where I'd get a massage or I'd get an assistant or, I think people are willing to trade value for value. And I think those barter systems, I never hinged on every single dollar, but there was a written agreement of I'll provide service, you provide service, and this is the service. So, and money loves clarity. Relationships love conversations around money and clarity of services. So we've got to become expert communicators and over communicate on any given working relationship.
That's great advice. I love that tip. Really, really good advice, because what happens when we assume, and we don't want that happening in any relationship or conversation, especially now. But we do want everybody watching to be able to make the cash flow, because right now people are panicking because 44 million Americans are out of work right now, more so than World War II, more so than the Depression. So to make that cash flow, I just want to encourage them. And Catherine, you have something come up we're going to talk about in a second. I want them to feel the confidence that if you just take one thing you're doing, one topic maybe you've taught on, or maybe a chapter in a book you've written, or a service you were providing out there before the quarantine, and you turn that into a Zoom call for free that leads them to one item that you can sell, one product or service, that if you got 200 people that bought that online, and you can do that so easily virtually, that would be enough for you to make what you need for the month. So you can really do this if you work your numbers, work your math. Feel free, both Catherine and I coach and will help on if you need the help in the numbers or which one would sell the best. That's why we're here. We're here to help. So tap into us. We both have our social media. And Catherine, you actually have something coming up that can really help them do this. So tell us about your virtual masterclass.
Yeah, I have a masterclass coming up called Virtual Wealth Online. And who is it for? It's for those people that really want to make some income online through sessions, classes, courses, and products. And I'm going to go back through my stories of how I did it step by step. I'm going to explain a signature system. I'm going to give as many goods as I can give away in this masterclass on April 16th. And there'll be a link in the comments where you can sign up for that. The first 100 people are going to get it for free. It's a $197 value, but I'm going to answer all the questions and give you some actual tools, because let's face it, and Aurea, you know this, with any given program, we need all the help we can get in order to move the needle. And it could be that one piece of information that just gives you enough structure and gives you the skill or the resource where you're like, I can do it.
Because the last thing we want you to do is run out there and do something you've never done before and then feel like you failed at it. Oh, I can't do that. They can do that, but I could never. You really can, because none of us were born doing this.
We all started at ground zero with social media. We all started at ground zero with making money. And I think that the key word is tenacity. If other people have done it, you can do it too.
Absolutely.
So don't give up so easy. I think you've got to, dig your heels in and say, you know what? I know I've got something good to share with the world. I know I'm going to get through this. I know I can make some money at this. I know I can have this exchange of service, value for value,
Mm-hmm.
and don't give up. Kind of be like the dog with the bone with this,
Yeah.
and then look at other people who've been successful in your industry and model that behavior. Plug and play your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Study it inside out. What do you see them doing? How are they doing it? And then do your way.
Absolutely. And even if it's the same topic, because there is no new topic under the sun, per
Right,
se.
right.
I mean, Catherine's not the only one that teaches on health and fitness. She just happens to be the best one. And her tips, you've got to learn those. I mean, seriously. I mean, I've been diet all my life, and just the things it's like, I really have never heard that before. So you really have some unique things in there. But we all have something unique about us, a unique
Yes.
something we bring to the table. But the one thing you all have that is absolutely unique, I don't care if you're, like I say, if you're a health and fitness coach, or if you're doing beauty is, you think, oh, so saturated. They don't have your story, your background, and your whole essence, your soul, your spirit. Why do we watch a million different TV shows and we connect to one that's our favorite? Something about the characters on that, something about the people in it you relate to. Just like late night TV. There's a whole bunch of late night TV you could or could not watch, but if you like that, you're picking the one that you like for whatever reason. Should the others just not do it? No, because we don't know who's going to relate to us. And you will get people that relate just to you. And you're their favorite person to watch, learn from, buy from. And in a world of millions and millions of people, how many good clients do you need at a certain price point that do buy from you every month for you to make a good living? Know those numbers, and it really takes the fear out of, oh my gosh, I have to have 1 million viewers and followers before I can be a success.
I don't think so at all.
Not
I've
at
had
all.
clients that didn't have a website, didn't have social media, and they were business owners that were stuck to the ceiling with business. But it was their belief system that every time I turn around, more business is coming.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's important that we position ourselves for what people really want and need right now.
Absolutely.
Really critical. And then I call this direct connect. Like, I have to make a heart-centered, genuine connection with people and really listen to them and serve them where they are right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that is sort of the secret of, picking up the phone and sending that text message and talking to people. And any content you put out should genuinely be you and authentic, and really think about, how can I serve this person and what's in it for them? That's critical.
Absolutely. It's very, very important that you don't look at others. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Be you. And you're the best at you that anybody ever could be.
Oh,
Nobody else
yeah.
can be you. So go for it. And I was just telling some of my clients on our coaching call yesterday that I wouldn't even show them my first TV shows. The one I won the Emmy for, because where I started and where I ended up 1 year later, on my 22nd episode, after just 1 year, that one won the highest award you could win.
Oh
And
my
I look
gosh.
back to where I started, which was, oh my God, did I actually do that? It's okay. You can delete them and take them offline. Trust me, nobody's uploaded them.
You should have seen my first webinar classes. I mean, they were on my little laptop in my kitchen, and I was so stressed out. I cried all morning.
But they served
The
the
webinar
purpose.
actually threw something during the webinar, and it was so hard for me at first, but then I got through it.
Mm-hmm.
And my coach had said, I'm going to warn you, those first couple webinars are going to be a little tough, be a little hairy and emotional. And, now I can do them like you, we can do these in our sleep, and we're very comfortable. But, you have to walk before you run. You have to get online a few times. You're
Just
going to
have
mess
fun.
up. It's okay. Keep in mind, nobody cares.
You're giving knowledge. You're giving your value in what you do. Don't worry
Right.
about everything else.
All they
right.
care about is the WIFM. What's in it for me? And you got to under promise and over deliver on the WIFM. What's in it for me, for them, for your viewer, for your buyer, for your prospect.
Absolutely.
So if you always go back to that and you
Yeah.
really operate from integrity and do a good, honest job, they're going to know it. They're going to feel it. They're going to pick up on it with every single thing you put out.
They are. And I remember Mary Kay Ash told us something that I never forgot. You can do everything wrong with the right attitude and enthusiasm and get all the results and sales you ever could imagine. And you can do everything right and totally fail. So it's all in the heart and enthusiasm. People will feel that. And if you just want to start, and again, I want to make sure people know, if you need to get online, need to sell something right now, start with a free promotion, start with one thing. Just one
Yes.
thing, maybe your low-hanging fruit that is the most love that you have to offer, your best seller, your best piece of information that's most relevant right now, and
Yes.
just launch that. You can let them pay you right online. Don't wait till you have a full-blown course and you've got to take a 6-month, putting all the emails and the campaigns. It's not time for that. It's time for you to make it easy. Just a press and shoot. Here I am. Here's free. Here's how I can help you further if you want it. And then bada bing. How many of those customers do you need? We'll work the math. And you can connect with me on social media and connect with Catherine. Catherine, tell them how they can get a hold of you and connect with you for your virtual class and for anything else they want as well.
Yeah, I would love for people to reach out to me personally. My cell phone, 404-819-8445. We'll post that in the chat. And my virtual class, virtualwealthonline.com. That's virtualwealthonline.com for the masterclass. And you can reach me on social media anytime. Simple Fat Burn has it's a business page. I've got a Facebook group that I'm constantly giving incredible value. I just posted a whole class on how to reduce stress and anxiety with emotional eating, dealing with emotional eating. We're at home and people are stressed out. I come from a social work background. I was a therapist and case manager, and all that wraps around into what are you putting in your body. So absolutely call me, social media, and Virtual Wealth Online for the masterclass on April 16th. That's going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern. So it's going to be a fantastic class where I will give all the goods on how to go virtually.
And you said it's free for the first 100 people?
It is free for the first 100 people who sign up for Virtual Wealth Online.
And it's what?
It's a lengthy class, so it'll be about a 90-minute class.
Oh, I'm coming.
And it's a $197 value. So sign up, grab the class now, and I'm going to be thrilled to be answering questions and really teach some nuts and bolts about going online.
Oh, I can't wait. It's definitely everybody do that. And I had to laugh because when I had my first guest when I had on, she starts giving out her phone number too. I said, remember I told you I'm uploading this to YouTube. So if you start getting some crazy calls, maybe a year down the road, you might have to change your phone number. I'm just saying.
We'll just block them. It's okay. But it's interesting, Aurea, like you, I have a large network. I have about 9,000 people in my phone right now. And I get a few of those robocalls, but people have always been so respectful. And, you want to make yourself available. Even our busiest attorneys now are picking up the phone. I noticed that within the last couple of years. Our celebrities, you go to their Instagram and they say, hey, text me at this number. I'll answer as many texts as I can.
You can tell people are bored.
But that goes back to the direct connect and the authenticity is we really do want to make ourselves available. And anybody who's out there is working a business and wants to do more, maybe they've hit that 6 or 7 figure mark and they have plenty of resources, but they want to be able to give more.
Yeah,
so we're all driven for different reasons as we become very, very successful.
Absolutely. Everybody talked to, myself included, we all like, what else can we do? What can we do? We're quarantined, but there's things we can do. So that goes back to get online, start teaching people, whichever is your favorite platform, whether it's LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, find your spot, find your sweet spot, use Zoom. It makes it so easy. So you can pre-record, because not everybody wants to do live. Don't do live. Do it pre-recorded. That way you can edit it. You can make it good. It's not hard to edit. You can do it simply on YouTube. Will allow you to edit and make it simple and just get it out there because people are looking for you. And I'll put all my contact information under this YouTube. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you love it. YouTube at Aurea McGarry. Hope you will like, subscribe, ding the little alarm. So anytime I put up a new show with these great tips, you will know that I've uploaded a new video, a new show with more wonderful people just like Catherine to give you tips and tricks and tools to be successful in all ways of life. And Catherine, you just reminded me, it was so funny. There was a meme or a post on Facebook that talked about Netflix, how Netflix, if you leave your Netflix on too long, you walk away from the TV, it shows you that little memo, are you still watching? And now they're saying, of course we're still watching. What else are we doing? And then somebody else said, and it reminded me of you, because they said you need to put up a post, Netflix, saying, do you really need to put that in your mouth? Because people are just blindly eating and watching TV.
Eating and watching, I know.
After this is over, we're really going to need you because I think everybody has been in their pajama pants or yoga pants for the last 3 weeks. So you know what happens when you wear elastic pants? You grow into them. So we have to not let that happen. So,
no.
Well, thank you, Catherine, so much for being here. Look so forward to your virtual class. And if you're watching this and it's a month down the road or 2 years down the road, contact Catherine because she will always be doing some kind of virtual class something free that you can tap into and learn more. So Catherine and I are both evergreen. Just connect with us, and we hope you have a wonderful day. Catherine, thank you so much for being here and sharing all your wonderful essence and your soul and spirit and your giving heart with us. We really appreciate you.
You're so welcome. It's always a thrill to be on with you, Aurea. And we've been on together several times,
Yep.
and it's exciting to bring our level of wisdom and expertise to people. And I know you asked me, what might stop someone? Why might they get stuck? And I think fear stops us. We're afraid of doing the wrong thing, and we've got to build up our confidence.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And you help with that. Again, I want to encourage everybody to go to your
As do
virtual
you.
mastermind.
Yeah, as do you. But it's those skills, those resources, and we really want to help people, be successful. And I think the gifts that are going to come out of this time, we can't see it when we're in the middle of going through tough times. But on the back end, we'll say, "Wow, now I get why this happened. Now I understand how I was supposed to grow."
Absolutely. It's always about growth. I always talk to God. Am I done growing yet? Okay. I've never done growing. School is never out for the pro. And this will help us do something bigger and better. And anytime, sometimes we have to be, pushed into a pivot. And this is pushing everybody into different types of pivot. But I have to end with this, that I'm loving what I see. I don't see the negative. I know there's a lot of negative going on. And yes, there's a lot of death toll, and it's sad, and I'm praying for everybody. But on the other side, I see all the good. I see all the people feeding the nurses, as you all do. I love the good news. I love the community. And there's so many good people out there doing good things, like all of us. I can't physically go out there with half of both my lungs have been removed. So I'm a high risk. Never mind my age. We're not talking about my age. But I can't physically go out and hand it, but I can do my part here and pour knowledge and help and courage. And I can give donations, which is what I'm doing, to small businesses. And I'm very committed to buying from small business owners I know, also made in America as well. So if you've got that, let me know, because I'm looking for people that have tangible things to sell that we need, instead of me going out there and buying. I want to support the small business owners, especially women in business too.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
We're all here for you guys. Have a great rest of your day or evening. Chime into us, connect with us. We're here for you. Go out and earn more so you can live more, so you can give more. God bless you, and we'll see you next time on the next Success Talk. Bye for now.